Okay, enough messing around. Time to really work on the Broko Barchetta. All right, so what I have planned for today, as we open up the boot lid, as you can see, I removed all the carpet so that I can get in here and work. The job today is to remove the pedal box. So as you can see, you can barely see, this thing over here is the pedal box. Attached to that is the windshield wiper motor, and obviously the brake master cylinder and the brake booster over here. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video when I was talking about what is required to build the new box, you use the same pedal box, and the slave cylinder is blanked off. So if you're wondering where that is, it's right there. So I don't know if you could see that. Maybe you could see it there, but that's the blank off for the slave cylinder for the clutch. And so I'm going to try and remove this today, and stay tuned, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so quick update. So I was able to remove all of the bolts that hold in the wiper motor, and I was able to remove a couple of the bolts that are holding on this bracket right here. So this is the bracket that holds the motor to the wipers. There's one bolt over there. There's another bolt, which you probably can't see, that I was able to remove. A nut, excuse me, not a bolt, but a nut over there. And then there's a third way back there, which is completely inaccessible. So I think that the next step is to try and go underneath in the footwell and start trying to remove the pedal box. And with that movable, maybe I'll be able to get to that third bolt, because at least at the moment, there's no way that thing's coming out. So we'll see how that goes. All right, and another update. So actually, I was able to put a wrench on the bracket. So the bracket that was holding the motor for the wipers is now out. The wiper motor is right there. So it's off to the side. And I was actually able to remove a couple of the bolts for the brake booster. Sorry, nuts for the brake booster. One of these days I'm going to get that right. And yep, so now the rest of the work I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, is going to be in the wheel, in the footwell, which is a pain in the ass because it's just really tough on your back, but it is what it is. So I'm going to crack on upside down. Bye. That was a pain, but success. The pedal box with the brake booster still attached is out of the car. Actually, it's still technically in the car, but that was a lot of work. That was really difficult. Almost every single nut had something in the way, and the complaint of the day was there's not enough room to get a tool on this, and that was my lament about 3 times in a row. But there it is. The brake booster still attached to the pedal box, and let's see if we can go around here. You can see the pedal, and there's the brake pedal still attached. And I'm not going to try and lift that up with one hand and damage the car. So there it is, and there's the hole. This is a little that piece is, and there, as you can see, inside the car, the steering column does not have to be moved, and you can see my tools down there too. Oh, that was a real joy. So, all right, well, the next step is to rebuild this so that it has 3 pedals and pop it back in. That should be really interesting, and yeah, that may take some time, but this is a good first step for day 1 of working on the car. Okay, so not bad for the first day of actually really working on the car. The pedal box is out, and I have the pedal box sitting next to the 348 pedal box, and it's going to be obviously very complicated to turn the F1 pedal box into a 3, or actually it's technically a 2 pedal because the gas pedal is a separate thing. So that'll be interesting to try and turn that into a 2 pedal box. Interestingly, just for the hell of it, I popped the 348 pedal box in, and it fits, but the only thing is the brake booster doesn't line up. In fact, the studs on the brake booster are in a different place, like they're kind of offset, whereas they're a perfect square on the Bosch. So it's like this close to being able to technically work just by using the pedal box from the 348, but not quite. So I could see now why people have to rebuild it. At any rate, that's going to be that's it for today. And so the next one, we're going to try and figure out how to work on and create this pedal box with a clutch and a brake. So we'll see you next time.